and guess what? This is going to be a car crash. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it for you. I don't really know what to start with. Welcome to my guests. I'm going to go through all of them. We have 3 guests with me today, so that's not the 2, not the 3. I've got, 4 of us. I don't know, I'm blanking. Right then, so let's go through them. We have Teddy Tom, Mystic Ted, who basically always thinks Projecki's going to win the Champions Ladder. Now then, Teddy, welcome aboard. First time we've had you on for a while.
I know, it's great to be here, and it's great to be on the show, and I look forward to seeing what we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah, we're going to have someone sensible on the show, talking some sense, where the rest of us will just not be talking sense. The next guy, straight from the MML and the Blood and Tears, I think he's a champion of the Blood and Tears as well, he was, Berzo and his lizard. Now then, Berzo, how is my sexy fireman? Alright?
Alright, mate, how are you?
I'm not too bad, mate, not too bad. Glad to have you on the show.
Yeah,
So
nice to be here, mate.
two Hull lads on the show. That's got to be good. We just know we're going to be here. And finally, it wouldn't be the same if we didn't bring back another one of the old favourites. The most popular guy on the PS4. Some call him Box Office. The Xbox rather would bet him to the stake. It is Calcium Cass. Now then, Cass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I predict some pain. Now then, guys. I'm doing all right, mate. How are you doing? How are you feeling coming back to the lovely game of Blood Bowl?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm all refreshed after my long break. I needed a break. I feel great. I'm ready to kill some men's. I'm rocking the humans.
Good.
And everyone else better watch out. And I'm looking forward to the console cup, which I know we'll be talking about
Yep,
shortly.
the platform cup,
Yeah, looking forward to everything.
Good stuff, good stuff. So we'll get straight on to it because I've got a feeling that this is going to be a long one. So we'll go to the pole position. But anyone who doesn't know what the pole position is, we look at the top team in the C ladder. And that is Time Before Land, what is Teddy Tom's team, who was obviously with us today. So obviously he'll be able to give us a proper input. We discussed this team, was it last week, I guess, or the week before? So let's have a look. I'll come to Berzo first, because obviously Berzo's renowned as plays lizards, and that's all he plays. What do you think of this team? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What would you...
I do like it very much. Yeah, good team, good build from Teddy, as you'd expect. Nice bit of dodge on the Sauruses with break tackle as well, which is always nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good teammate. 2 block skinks. It's a very nice build. Couple of little knocks picked up here and there, but you're going to get that with 30 odd 40 games. So
yeah.
Very impressed. Very nice Crocs as well, leading the front line.
Yeah, he's obviously very good, isn't he, the Crocs? I mean, I never seem to get a block on my big guys, but they always go stupid anyway.
Nice. Good little splatter in a guard as well, which is nice. Shame he hasn't picked any Agi up yet on a skink, which is a massive thing, but he has got Shuran's block on one, so...
That's nice, yeah, I noticed that. That's a nice...
It's always nice. Agi 4 skinks go where they want, don't they, so...
Yeah,
nice,
go where they want, do what they want. TV 1990, is that TV too high, or is that about right, or do you think it's good value for what it's got?
It looks about right. He's carrying one cheerleader, one coaching assistant as well, which is worth it. You need your 3 re-rolls with Lizzie's, don't you? So
yeah, definitely.
It's nice. No, it's a nice team, and he's not carrying too many statted up skinks as well. You need a couple of crap skinks to throw at people. So I do like this build.
Calcium, what do you think?
Well, as you know, I'm an expert on lizard men, so I'm about as good with lizard men as I am brain surgery. So, but yeah, you know what? This team looks really good, especially at this stage of the Champions Ladder. Teddy Tom must be single or something at the moment to have played that many games. He's not getting laid a lot, is he? Because racking up 40 or 50 games, it's just crazy. I could be wrong, but no, it's a really nice team. The niggled skink, Saurus jumps out at me a little bit. I would imagine he'll be looking to replace him at some point. But the blodge break tackle Sauruses are just beautiful, aren't they? They're going to make a mess. And I've seen him play. Teddy Tom is the type of guy, when I'm just sort of cruising Blood Bowl and I haven't got time for the game, if he's playing, I'm spectating him, because he can really play. So, all joking and banter aside, it's a really nice team. What club enhancement does he have? I'm interested to see the club enhancement.
Squeak sandwich.
chaos.
Yeah, so the rock.
Right.
Definitely the choice
Yeah.
to get rid of for lizards, because how many rocks bloody kill players? It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't like
Yeah.
that either. I always seem to get fouled lately.
I thought you
Yeah.
said you had Cass on anyway.
I have got Cass on.
Who's that being real nice?
I'm being nice. You know what? I'm, contrary to popular belief, I have about 10% nice in me. So, but yeah, this is a really solid team, and I'm a big fan of Teddy Toms from a few seasons back when
Yeah.
he absolutely tore the Champions Ladder apart with Pro Elves.
Yeah.
And it was, in fact, I think that was one of the last seasons before I decided to have a break, and I've got a lot of time for the way Teddy Tom plays. He's not scared to throw his players into danger, whereas the rest of us are a little bit pixel huggery, including myself. He's like, nah, fuck it, let's get these players in, let's make a mess. So
Yeah.
I got a lot of time for the way Teddy plays, and I really, he's going to be sensible now. He's just going to sit on these lizards. He doesn't necessarily need to play them anymore. He may do what we all do and think, oh, just one more game.
Yeah.
And because that always ends well, doesn't it, Bernie? That always ends well.
I don't think it ended well for who was it? Was it Shod? Bless him. He wanted 1 XP or something on his Case Warrior. I think about 4 or 5 deaths later, he finally got it and he ended up dying anyway. So yeah, it's always a risk, isn't it? Go on, sorry, Ben.
We're playing lizards, like you say. You've got to be able to throw players like Teddy, like you said, Cass. You got to chuck your players in that start with lizards, haven't you? Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you're perfect for that. I think lizards suit your playstyle down to the ground, and I'm expecting big things from this team in sort of come the end of the season.
The chat. Hello, Bernie and Cass. Who's the third one? Well, actually, there's 4 of us. There's Teddy Tom and there's Bears on board. But yeah, I'm glad to see that he actually realised. Obviously, he was me and Cass on, but couldn't remember his good mate Berzo. Aswin wants to know where Jimmy is. And Azo says, "Fucking newbie PS4 players, cunt." And he says him.
Who's Azawin?
Oh God, that's what Cass would say. That's what Cass would say.
Azawin, is it?
Azawin. Hey, he's my friend. Leave him alone. Oh dear. I tell you what, it brings me back to a good memory when Gimlick said something in chat. Cass said, "Who the fuck are you?" And Gimlick replied, "Only the PS4 champion." And Cass replied, "Yeah, but I wasn't playing in it." It was amazing. I was like, great comeback from both of them. It was awesome.
I did struggle with that comeback, to be fair. I had to come up with something pretty decent because
it was good.
Gimlick had put me in a corner, So
yeah. It was a good both ways from. There's a good repertoire between you both.
Armadillo mode kicked in, didn't it, mate? You just got to lash out.
Armadillo. Right. Okay. Teddy, run us through your team.
What would you like to know? Just
Hey, what made you build it the way it did? Why did you do this? Why did you do that?
It started off with a lot of skinks getting development and then a lot of bloat on mostly strength. And Berzo mentioned this earlier about the agility, but all my agility was going to the Saurus. So we had about 4 or 5 Saurus get agility up. And you can't take that, so...
Nah, it's a shame, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I know the feeling, so I was just getting blocked. Got a couple of pieces. And then I thought, I got the lodge and break tackle. I thought, try to get some tackle in. Managed to do that with time. Got some mighty blow in. And then, as my Saurus started leveling up, my other skinks started dying. So that's not great in the long term because some of them were quite good.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I tell you what, it's quite interesting. I mean, obviously I check all the chats and everything, and I see some sort of. I mean, Teddy's. How can I put this the nicest way possible? Teddy's such a nice, laid-back guy. He's very nice to everybody. But I've noticed there's a bit of a Groovy v Teddy Tom rivalry going on. Is that something what's simmering? Because you and him have been at it, aren't you, in the playoff games or the Sea Ladder games? Sorry.
Yeah, I think we played each other like 5 or 6 times, like in a row, like one after the other.
Yeah.
was pretty interesting. It weren't too bad for me, but just some things ticked me off a little bit of what he was doing. But
Yep.
I'll let it slide.
Oh
on that.
yeah, I remember Teddy Tom in the alumni chat, which I'm now a member of again.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bernie.
Sorry.
You had a bit of a. Was it you that had a bit of a
Yeah.
meltdown about a turn 15 foul?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It wasn't really a meltdown. It was just we played before, but it's just I could see why he fouled because he does it. He did it in the other games, but just at that point, I just didn't see the need to because he was already winning. He had 2 players left on the pitch, and he was just fouling away anyway. I just didn't see the point. If you're gonna win anyway, you don't need to do anything else. But I can see on the other hand, it works.
I think it's outrageous that he didn't actually foul you as well on turn 16.
Yeah. You could have done that as well.
I actually
They weren't
thought
really
Cass
a
was about
meltdown.
to step in there and say, yeah, you shouldn't really foul people and that on this game.
No, Cass hasn't been that well trained. No, he's not that well
I
trained.
was about to try and mute him or something.
No. I'd have had people saying he's a fake in chat if he would have said that. But it is. I mean, are you going to be playing this team much more, Teddy? Or are you happy with what you got?
I probably won't be playing. I'm happy with what I got, and at this point now, if I play any more games, it's going to hurt more.
Yeah.
If I lose or draw than win because of how the cladder works.
Yeah.
But
Have you
yeah,
passed the
that's just a
42?
part of us.
Oh yes, you have them. Yeah. You see, you're
like
so
43.
clever. You're so clever, right? You bang on 42, aren't you? Very good.
I'm on like 42, 43. So.
I thought, yeah. So that's good. 42. So
Which is the same age as Bernie, coincidentally.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. 42, yeah. That's it, you see. There was, when they was trying out this ranking system, there's like, we don't know what to do. How old are you, Bernie? 42. That'll do. And true story.
He don't need anything else on this team, though. Like you said, there's no
No.
point in playing it. He's got enough tackle to deal with Agi teams. He's got a block on all of them. He doesn't really need to play it anymore. So.
The thing is, as well, is there's a lot of developed Chaos teams coming out now with Claw and that, so it could be, quite
Bark.
dangerous. Yeah, exactly. That basically, that basically puts us on to a subject we know that Berzo and Teddy know a lot about. Cass maybe not so much, but the three-headed Chaos. We'll have a look at some Chaos teams, and we'll let Cass go first.
Well, actually, I'm not really in a position to talk about any of these Chaos teams other than Love Glove, who I've run into twice.
We'll go with Love Glove first, then. We'll go with Love Glove first.
Well, I've played Bear Bear twice, and the first time I played Bear Bear, my human team were undefeated, 5-0-0.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I did have a little bit of luck, but I had control of all the 5 games that I was playing.
Yeah.
And finally, I decided to bring my bucket of ones to this game, and there wasn't a lot I could do, and he took me apart, and so I ended up losing. And I played him 2 days ago.
Yeah,
and
I saw that game.
I should say, one of the things that really fucks me off is when a coach dices the fuck out of you. Yeah,
That's his back.
and then starts fucking messaging you, giving it the, oh, I'm really sorry. No, you're not fucking sorry. When is anyone fucking sorry for hitting a really insanely good run of dice? We're not sorry. We're happy. We're grateful, aren't we? We're not sorry.
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah.
say sorry. It's meaningless bollocks. Anyway, so Bear, give it that. And I was trying to be nice. Okay, I wasn't hostile to the guy, but I messaged him back saying, look, Bear, I'm not really interested. If I get fucked over, I just want to be left alone for a couple hours to chill out, and then I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then I move on to the next game. But I'm not that type of coach that, I don't message people when I win, unless they really annoy me. I don't message people when I win, so, I'm not the type of coach that would respond well to that. And
Yeah.
I don't buy this, so I'm really sorry about my insane elf balling, because he actually beat me with just an insane elf ball move.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to go 1-up on him on turn 8. All I needed was a push on a 2D block. I rolled quad skulls. It was the type of game I had.
Yeah.
So it was that type of game. And anyway, so I'd done him a couple of days ago. Within a couple of turns, his positioning was just fucking horrible, and his kill stack wasn't working. And like all Chaos players, myself included, when your kill stack doesn't work, you know, your plan B is generally pretty weak. And unfortunately, Beer Bear's plan B was exceptionally weak because I did what Teddy Tom did a few seasons ago at Pro Elves. I was all over him. I was, you know, I basically cut his team in half, and getting the ball was pretty easy. So within 2 or 3 turns, he's messaging me going, "Oh, I can't believe my stupid luck." And I'm like, "Really?" Fucking hell, bro. You know, get a grip, man. But anyway, so it was quite satisfying when I turned him over 2-0. But he's, you know, he's built this team the kind of way I would build this team. You know, he's gone Mighty Blow Claw before block. We know the risks inherent with that, don't we? You have one
built to
bad
hair,
game,
innit?
yeah, you have one bad game, and that's properly going to bite you in the ass. But do you know what? I don't think Beer Bear will feature in the finals, even with his record is really good. But I just don't I don't know about the other 2 teams. I don't know how good they are, but you know, I don't think he's brilliant. So anyway,
yeah. When I see teams like this, I just want them to die. Me and Gimli tried this. I think it was last season, because I think Andy Davo did this similar thing when he tried Chaos. Went Mighty Blow Claw first, and I must admit, I get why people do it. But the way I look at it is, if you're going that first, you're not really bothered about winning. You're bothered about destroying teams, because block is such a much better skill to go first with.
I absolutely disagree. Absolutely disagree with you there, Bernie. Simply, and I'll explain why.
Go on.
Because, you know, the basis of Chaos, and this is what a lot of people don't really get with Chaos. Their fluff is built around destroying the opponent's team so they can win by attrition. That is the basis of this team.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and a lot of people, basically, none of us like to see our pixels die. You know, we're all pixel huggers to a lesser or greater extent. And when your pixels start dying in the face of Claw Mighty Blow piling on, or Claw Bomb, you know, it fucking hurts, doesn't it? We all get salty as fuck over it. And, you know, and Chaos, yeah. Do you know what? If you play Chaos, then you're going to expect a lot of people to watch you to want you to die.
Yeah.
But, you know, so I have much less of a problem with Beer Bear and other Chaos players doing this, going Mighty Blow, Claw, then block. I have much less of a problem with it. But I don't think it's because they don't care about winning. I think it's because they care a great deal about winning. But maybe they're a bit like me. I cared as much about killing as I did winning. You know, win or kill in any particular order. You know, it didn't really bother me. So
I mean, I just look at this.
Point,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, it's like it's all
past tense.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the way I look at it is this: is if I'm an elf team or anything with mobility or got blodge, I'm laughing at this team. Yeah, you'll get a few powers in. They don't always work, as you know. You know, they don't.
There's no tackle, is there?
Yeah, there's no tackle. There's no nothing, and it's like, if it's against a dwarf team, you do all right. But I tell you what I figured when you go Mighty Blow and Claw is that you're open to getting smashed. And I've noticed this with Chaos for a long time now, is that they're only armor 8 and they break bad. You know, and if this comes off, it can rip a team apart, and I know that, and I know what Cass is saying is like, look, Chaos aren't there to pussyfoot around, they're there to destroy and just kill teams, and people look at the team and go, you know what, I'll concede. So I get that tactic. I just look at this and think this is very one-dimensional, and I think that's why we don't get as many Chaos winning coaches, you know, winning the cup, because it's one-dimensional.
But there is only one dimension with Chaos, isn't
there?
No, there
isn't.
It's not an agi game.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, you just want to kill your team and then have more numbers than them and win.
I think it's a fun way of building a team, because obviously you want to destroy other teams. But I think Chaos is so much more than just killing. I think personally, but hey.
What the fuck do you know about Chaos, Bernie?
Yeah.
Seriously,
what are you chatting about?
What do you know about Chaos? Honestly, I've got Diet Coke of Chaos, Bernie. You're just 1 calorie. You're not full fat Chaos like me. Yeah, you honestly, Bernie, you've got a beast man on your team in the playoffs right now with what? Blodge, Agility 4, 2 heads.
He's good.
God. What is that?
That's good. That's great. He's a winner. He's a winner, that guy.
He's a wannabe elf.
Actually. Yeah, he saved you, actually, the first round game. You know, if it wasn't for him, you would have properly struggled, so go figure. But yeah,
there you go.
You know what, Bernie? You're right. But Chaos are one-dimensional. They're always going to struggle against elves. Elf teams are their Achilles heel. Even a highly developed Chaos team are going to struggle against a highly developed Wood Elf team or any Elf team. You know, that's just the way it is. Chaos are really good at attrition, and they're really bad at everything else. You know, unless you get the odd stat freak, but that's one player. You know, against an Elf team. You know, and this is one of the things I'm finding with Chaos and humans.
Yeah.
Mighty Blow works against Armor 8, and as a Chaos player, you get really pissy when your attrition doesn't work and other people's attrition does work.
Yeah.
There's nothing that pisses a Chaos player off more than that, and I'm speaking firsthand, you know. So it's, you know, and my attrition, my Mighty Blow, I only had 2 Mighty Blow players, but they worked against Beard Bear, and I could feel the rage, you know, without even talking to him, because I've been there. But Armor 8, you know, your team is largely Armor 8, and you've got to accept that Mighty Blow is going to work against you. I think a lot of Chaos players that are heavy on the attrition forget that, and that's a flaw in a lot of Chaos coaches. Does that make sense?
It does. I mean, all I'm going to say is that I think a lot of people have figured Chaos out now. And the way people build these teams, they figure them out. And we don't see many Chaos teams. This is why I wanted to see these 3 Chaos teams, because it's been a long time. I mean, Dwarfs have been the flavour. I mean, Dwarfs are the ones to be on at the moment. Even overtook Chorfs. And people thought, you know what, Chaos, AV8, get a few, like a human, Mighty Blow Pylon guy, he'll make mincemeat out of a few of these guys. And, you know, attrition doesn't always work, and to finding out, if the attrition doesn't work, as you know and everyone else knows, then Chaos struggle. And
you say that, but then this team is the reason why Teddy don't want to be spinning anymore. It's stuff like this. So
yeah, but then
you've
again...
always got that to run into.
Yeah, but look, where's the guard? He's got 1 guard. If Teddy positions right, this guy's going to struggle.
You might lose. You might lose, but you're going to lose players.
You would not want to play this team. Nobody would want to play this team. I wouldn't want to play this team. I'm just saying, when I see all this...
Unless you're elves.
I mean, look, you know, he's got 1, 2, 3 of them, where 4 he's gone Mighty Blow before block. You know, I can get 1 or 2 of them, but all 4? Really? I don't know. You're only going to get... You're only against a good coach. You know, I could ask all 3 you guys right now and say, how many blocks do you want to give a Chaos? How many blocks do you want to give a Chaos a turn?
1?
Yeah. He's got, possible. So what's the rest of them going to do? So if the LOS hits don't work, then a good coach, as we've seen so many times in the seasons, is like, I ain't going to give you that many hits. And like, obviously, Cass has said about Elves and that, Elves will just disengage. And, you know, I agree with what Cass saying. I mean, I totally get and I totally respect it. Obviously, he's played Cass a lot more than I have. But I just look at this team and think, if I'm Elves, I am, or anything Agile, I ain't worried about this team at all.
Yeah, I'd like to have seen a couple of tackle, maybe ditching 1 claw and getting a tackle, ditching 1 Mighty Blow and getting a tackle, just so you got a little bit more about the team. But
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I thoroughly agree with that. And you know, it's not a great build. He's gone overkill on the claw Mighty Blow. He's gone, you know, sort of balls deep attrition, which you know. It's not great. It's a very, and you're right, Bernie. It's a very one-dimensional way to play, and you know, ultimately, I think it's going to cost him. I think it's going to cost him a position in the finals. I don't think he's going to be a contender for the Chaos position.
And that's it. But what I said, when I watched your game, what you did fantastically well against him, he's sort of his attrition didn't kick in, and he had no answer to it, to your play, and that's the point. He did have nothing else.
I shut him down, didn't I?
Yeah,
I shut him down. I outpositioned him. I basically did, again, I referenced Teddy Tom because Teddy Tom really switched me onto this type of tactic a number of seasons ago, which is really weird. I've never been much of an elf player, but I loved the aggression that he played his pro elves with, and I'm really doing that right now, you know. And I basically cut this Chaos team in half, and because his attrition wasn't working, he had no answer. And you actually messaged me because you spectated the game, and you messaged me afterwards, and I said, I was in cruise control. I wasn't even struggling.
Yeah, it looked like that.
Yeah, and that was a human team. Go figure. So,
yeah, and then that's it. That's what I said.
A good thing would be to compare this team with Grooby's, maybe, I think, because...
Well, that's what we're going to do.
Look at Grooby's. Yeah, well, Grooby's is like the correct build, in my opinion. It's got a good mix of stuff.
We'll come to that in a minute. Let's go to, I don't know how you pronounce this. Is it Pitsy Natariel's team? Who, ironically, is a good friend of Grooby's, and he's got, obviously, Chaos as well. I'm going to go to Teddy first, and see what Teddy thinks of this team. I think it's called, is it Pitsy? P-T-Y?
Yeah, Pitsy, I'm looking at it now.
Is this better than the other team, or do you prefer the Beer Bears?
This one's a bit more it's not more about killing. It's more of the standard: get block, tackle, try to control the game, and then I think later he's going to try and develop the kill skills. But I think early on with Chaos do tend to struggle. So I think he wants the reliability first before he goes balls to the wall, hammering down and start killing. I mean, he does have a couple claw mighty blow pieces, but
yeah, but he's took block first, which is sensible in it on most of them.
Yeah, which is the difference. It's a bit more sensible than the other one, but it's going to lack a bit less killing potential than say Beer Bear's team.
But the thing is,
but then I think he'll build it quicker because he's got the block. He'll build claw, he'll build mighty blow afterwards, get the wins, get up there, and then it's sort of a complete opposite to that last team, isn't it? So.
And he's got the extra guard and he's got the extra strength. One thing I've spoke to Arzo at length with is he hates the mana. He says the mana is a waste of space. I mean, I'll ask all three. I'll ask all three of you, but I'll start with Teddy because Teddy's looking at the team. Do you think a mana is an important piece of the Chaos team?
Depends really on the matchup. Like against elves and such, it depends on what you build. But for Chaos Minotaur, they're the unique Minotaur since they get mutations on the normal rolls instead of doubles.
Yeah.
So they get skills like claw and tentacles much easy. So it does help against the bash teams, and if you get tentacles like we see on this team, it does help against the gutter runners and like the Skaven. Yeah. Sometimes in the Wood Elf as well, so they can keep them in place because they can sort of act like a beast of Nurgle if you really need them. So, which is just hold them in place and just keep hitting them hard. With the claw, it makes it easier to knock down. So, it does depend. Overall, I think the Minotaur's a great piece on the Chaos team. So I think they are worth it in the right situation.
Yeah. I mean, ironically, my Chaos team, what's in the playoffs at the moment, his Minotaur is exactly the same as mine. Claw, tentacles, guard in that order. Cass, what do you think of this team? Which one do you prefer out of the two?
I prefer this team on the basis that it's a lower risk build. You know. I like the depth of the bench. The fact that you've got two players MNG'd. He's still got depth of the bench to cope with that. He's got a decent ball carrier.
Yeah.
And do you know what? Mino's right. Let's be clear about Minos. Okay. Good coaches don't use big guys or don't base their game around big guys. Okay. There was something in Bleeding Hippie saying that was it Jimmy lost the game because of his tree man on his wood elf? What the fuck? Seriously? What you on crack or something? You lost the game because of a big guy? Oh my god!
That didn't happen.
Wow. Do you know what? Give up Blood Bowl. Go and play something else, okay? Because if you're basing your game around a big guy, then you're doomed to failure. That being said, Mino's are fucking good fun, isn't they?
I was waiting for that with Moo and everything.
Do you know what? Everyone talks about Minotaurs. No one, they are such a target, and if you play them smart in a Chaos team, your opponent is worrying so much about this lone big guy.
Definitely, yeah.
Then you can really, really cause havoc for the rest of your team. So I'm a big fan of Minos, and as the guy said before, the fact that they get access to mutations as standard is huge.
Beautiful.
They very quickly skill up. Give them tentacles as quick as possible. Claw tentacles is the way to build them unless they roll doubles. And do you know what? They're going to do the business. So I'm a big fan of Minotaurs on Chaos team.
Fan of you, Berzo? Which team do you prefer, the other one or this one? And what would you think about Minos?
I prefer this one. And weirdly enough, I've got to agree with Cass yet again. I don't know what's going on.
What's going on here?
I think your Minnow can work two ways as well. I think people can either try and stay away from it, which can split a team up, or they can try and overcommit and try and send too many people to it, which either way it works, because he's either drawing a lot of players in and freeing others up, or he's splitting teams up. He's a good big man to have, I think.
I tell you what, I'm going to ask for royalties on this. He's
not Crocs, is he? But
No, well, it's better than a Crocs. I'm going to be asking for royalties on this. Split him up. Ever since I got split up against Dabo, everyone just seems to be using it as a buzzword. Split him in half. I don't know why.
We need to have a chat about that, Bernie. All right, we need to have a chat about the fact that you're getting split like that. So we'll have a chat in private about that.
Yeah, see, when I usually use that phrase, it's I smashed them so hard I split it.
Yeah.
But it's not to do with Blood Bowl.
No. Dear me. I mean, yeah, well, okay. Let's have a look at the third team. We'll move along. Grooby's team. Now, Hot Dice Grooby. Is there anybody who has hotter dice than Grooby in the game? I'm not so sure. He is well regarded as one of the hottest dice. It seems to me he's the love child of Azwin, because Azwin used to have hot dice until he became an admin, and I think Grooby's took over the mantle. Ultimate Package, that's what Berzo likes to call his. And
Named after myself.
Yeah, I'll start with Berzo this time. Let's have a look at this team. It's a bit higher in TV, 1970. It's a typical Grooby build. One day we might see a build what doesn't rely on their killing stuff, but you know we can all wish. What do you think of this team then? What do you like about it? Don't like about it?
I like this team. I think this is my favourite out of the three. He has got Agi, he's got a ball carrier, he's got a tackle, he's got killer pieces. I like this team. He's got enough guard in there. His minnows coming along. He's got 2 piling on, but he's covered every base here. He's got a bit of tackle to do with Agi teams, but he's got his own Agi player as well. It's nice. He's a nice team. I do like this.
Yeah, I must admit, got agility far
He's not
beastman.
really missing anything. I mean, and he's got sure hands as well, so no one's getting in there and getting the ball off him. And it's nice. He's a nice team. I'd be happy with that.
Agility 5, that's crazy. That needs to die. Seriously.
This team could go a long way, I think. This is the team I'd pick to go a long way out of the 3. Yeah.
Out of the 3, yeah. I think, yeah. Cass, I'll come to you. Is this the better of the 3 or not?
Oh, without question. Yeah, without question, this is the best team of the 3.
Yeah.
As the other boys have said. You know, despite the name, someone's overcompensating there. But, you know, yeah, this team's really well built. Claw Palm Tackle, Beastman, Claw Palm Beastman, Agility 5 Sure Hands, Beast, Blodge Sidestep. Is that a Chaos Warrior? Blodge Sidestep Chaos Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, he's going to tie players up left, right, and centre.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, that is a really well built Chaos Warrior. I'd like to see maybe one or two more guard.
Yeah.
Or 1 or 2 more guard pieces on this team, and they are brutal as fuck. Give the Mino tentacles. Do you know what? Just let them stew. They're cooked, ready to go. But I'm out of the 3. This team.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. Teddy, do you want to add anything else to that?
Not really. You Cass and Berzo pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
His team was a pain in the arse to play against. But the surprising thing is, I wonder who he's been playing, because last time I played him, his team wasn't looking that well. Now all of a sudden he's got everything.
Let's have a look. There you go. That's who he's been playing against. Blood and Tears, the old guard, whoever they are. The Beach Boys, I think that is Balding guy off the top of my head. White Lightning, the Blood and Tears guy. He's played him twice. Someone called Amori, or Amor, I don't know who that is. Someone called the Essential 80s. Yeah, go 80s. All I'll say on this team is, as it stands, Grooby has no excuses. No excuses. I mean, this team is just brilliantly built. I like he's got 2 tackle pieces. I'm going to agree with Cass. I think it needs a bit more guard, if he can get it.
Can I just say, Bernie? His record isn't great with this.
It's not. It's not.
Was it 27-7? So he's going to have to play.
It's not.
The other Chaos coaches are going to play, and their win-loss record, their losses are a lot lower than him. So they could well overtake by virtue of just having losses.
His record's worse than that. It's only 14-7-7 is his record.
Yeah.
But Grooby will play the games though.
Yeah, Grooby's almost going to have to go hunting, I think. He's going to have to hunt these up for Chaos and put them down, which is good for the rest of the CCL, because 2 Chaos teams clashing, you're going to have a lot of carnage, aren't you? So
yeah, I mean, the thing is as well is this is the sort of team you want to see go against Dwarfs a lot, because Dwarfs are the team what's been causing carnage, and obviously teams like this, you know, if they can cut down a few of the Dwarf teams, that obviously helps the rest of us as well, especially the Elf teams. But I do like the team. I love Grooby. Is a great guy, and I wish him all the best. And yeah, I'm with you a lot. I think out the 3 teams, this team, I'd snap your hand off. I think if I had this team in the playoffs now, I'd be pretty confident I could go all the way with it. I'll be honest. I really do like this team. But there you go. Right then, that's enough of that for now. We do have the quiz soon, and it's really going to be amazing. There's a twist on it this week. You'll like it. But first of all, before we go into the quiz, we're going to talk about the Cross-Platform Cup. What comes back on the 17th of September. Now, the PS4 had a bit of an interesting first season. We got stuffed by the PC guys, although I still state that Cass would have won if we didn't have PC issues, ironically, on the PC. But we got our ass kicked by the PC, but we did beat the Xbox, so it wasn't all bad. It's back for the second season. It starts September the 17th, and instead of having 5 teams, it's now 7. So it's even bigger and better. I don't know what's going on in the background, but I'll pass on that. And I think we've got a good chance because obviously the World Cup's going on at the moment, so a lot of our bigger guns have got the game now. Obviously, Carlton Cass is obviously on my team, that was obvious, and Berzo obviously wants to be on the team as well, I hope. We've got the Arzawin, the champ. We've got Shagrath, I do believe, Sergal, Gasamal. We're getting a really good team. The question is, I'll ask Cass first because he's a vet of this competition. Can the PS4 win it all this season?
Oh, absolutely, without question.
Standard answer.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? We're up against some really good players in the PC squad. We have to be mindful of how we build the teams. I think one of the things that the Xbox found out the hard way was that their team builds were not great, and they suffered as a result of that. They made during the games, maybe the pressure got to them. They made a couple of really big mistakes that let the PC guys in. I'm trying not to be biased here. The Xbox were deservedly, the bottom ranked team. But I know that they're sore about that, and they're really looking to sort of step it up in this console cup. They're really looking to make a statement, and they got a Drick, haven't they? They've only got 3 players, haven't they? So I don't know where they're going to pull the other 4 players from. But yeah, do you know what? They're going to be looking to make a statement. And the PC, I'm really getting tired of the PC boys saying they won 10-0. They fucking didn't win 10-0, right? I can't, my PC crashed. I couldn't rejoin within 6 minutes. I basically said to World Sitter, right, you make the parameters. You decide what you want to do. We'll start exactly from that point. We will restart the game. What do you want to do? And he didn't get back to me. He didn't respond to me. The guy wasn't interested. He was shitting his Bolshevik pants. That's what he was doing. He hid behind the Iron Curtain and didn't want none of Calcium Kaz. So, do you know what? The PC boys can give it all the banter and all the bollocks they want, okay? The bottom line is World Sitter took such a kicking for me during that game, he never wants to play me again. And I don't blame him.
Fair enough. So, yeah, I mean, I agree with what you said about the Xbox regarding they had a right mess up at the last minute, didn't they, about the teams. They got everything confused. Wraithlord is the captain for the Xbox, and he is a very well-prepared, serious sort of guy. Space Magic, who are obviously one of the big guns of the Xbox, hasn't made the cut because Wraithlord has said, look, when I asked about it, he didn't seem very interested, so he didn't make it. So I was like, wow, okay, fair dues.
Blimey.
He's not messing. But they've got 7. They've got Drick, who obviously everyone knows he's a fantastic coach. And I think the Xbox team will surprise a few. I really do. Jimmy has decided he's not having anything to do with season 2. A lot of the Xbox guys have obviously saying that's because obviously, as well as some of the PS4 guys saying that it's because all the big guns are here and he knows they're going to get their ass kicked, and he's just been sensible and running. I don't know. Guinness is the World Cup. He's obviously the current World Cup champion, and I know you don't see that to our cast, but
Don't get me started.
I'm not.
We've got a nice cast tonight. Don't start.
I'm not. But he's the captain. I've got to mention his name.
Yeah, you've got your massive spoon out, and you're getting it right in there.
Hey, I'm insulted if you think that's me staring. It's going to be interesting to see what Guinness does. But I can confirm Andy Davo, who is my favourite coach on the PC, is confirmed for Team PC. So we all, I think it's fair to say, anyone who knows him knows he's a very good
Holy
coach.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. So they may have lost Jimmy Fantastic, but they've got someone. In my opinion, I'm not trolling. They've got someone better in Andy Davo. In my opinion, I think Andy's a far better coach.
Can play, yeah, definitely.
So tough on there. But we'll get close to the Platform Cup. We'll talk a bit more about it later on. Now then, here we go then. Well, let's go to my favourite bit of the show. It's the quiz. It's Battle of the Consoles. Now, usually what we do, we have two coaches. So, for instance, I don't know, Berzo would take on Teddy Tom. The thing is, we have three coaches. Now, Teddy
Just
Tom...
leave me out, mate. I know nothing about Bloodbowl.
Teddy Tom is the champion of champions when it comes to quizzes. So what I thought would be funny is if Berzo and Cass teamed up and took
Mate,
on...
that makes it even harder for Cass. That's like a handicap.
And took it on.
No, I'm shit as well. Shit plus shit equals a big pile of shit.
So
yeah, this should be fun.
So we're gonna have Cass
Mate, as long
and...
as we look good doing it.
Hey, we're gonna have Cass and Berzo versus Teddy. Now, here's a little twist: is if Cass buzzes first before Berzo, and Berzo knows it, and Cass gets it wrong, Berzo cannot answer. Berzo can slag Cass off, and vice versa.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, well, you know. Okay.
The question is, how do you spell Blood Bowl? I'm out.
It may be one of them questions. So. Anybody who knows the show will know that you all get your own buzzers. Now, I did try and warn you all before the show to make up a buzzer, so I hope at least one of you has got a buzzer. I'll go to Cass because I think he's probably the best chance of the three to have got a buzzer ready. Cass, do you have a buzzer? Please tell me you have a buzzer.
You mean a technology buzzer or just
No.
something that I have to shout? To
Yes, yes. Something.
Oh, I got one. Yeah, no, I got one. Shark!
Nice. I like it. Ding dong, yeah, that's what Berzo would say, ding dong, yeah.
I've got a better one.
Go on, Berzo, what's yours? What's that?
That's my buzzer.
Can I have that again to make sure that's working? And Teddy, what's your buzzer?
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yes, winner, chicken dinner.
That's a long buzzer.
Yeah, but as soon as it starts the first bit, before you two,
no,
it
you
gets
didn't explain that. It's got to be finished.
No. Hey, are we ready? Right, here we go. There's some really good ones in here. One of them I'm going to get ragged on, and there's some really funny ones. And then there's some...
Just Cass, don't expect me to buzz in, mate, will you?
Well, right. Anybody in chat wants to say who's going to win this? Teddy, the Wizard, or Cass and Berzo? This is going to be fun. Teddy? Oh, Berzo's going for Teddy. I don't believe this. Do you know what? This feels like me before playoffs playing the underdog, but you two have obviously got it. You two got it down.
You always make yourself out to be the underdog.
Well, what do you think you two are doing now? Right, here we go then. Oh god, here we go. Teddy's got for Teddy.
Three Teddys and it's all of us.
Are we ready? First question.
Not really.
How many positionals in a Dark Elf team?
Winner, chicken dinner.
winner, chicken dinner. Go on. Go on. You got 10 seconds. How many?
5.
Correct. Would you like to?
It took a long time then.
Would you like?
I was just trying to think who they were.
Okay.
I didn't even understand the question. I was like, what? There's Dark Elves?
Yeah,
I tell you what though, Cass, I think he knew that. He was almost there.
I did actually know that.
So, Berzo, you got a chance. How much does an Apo cost for a Kenry team?
Shark!
Oh, he's in there. Go on. How much?
You can't buy an Apo for a Kenry team.
Yeah! There you go, Berzo and Cass on. It's 1-1.
Ha! Get in, baby!
I am carrying this team.
You are. I was just thinking the same, Berzo. Okay. What costs more, a War Dancer or a tree in a Wood Elf team?
Winner, chicken dinner.
Oh, go on then, Teddy.
Neither. They both cost the same, 120.
You smart Alec. You are correct.
Yawn.
Yeah, I tell ya. Okay, it is an interesting one. None of you might not know this. No surprise for Berzo then. We know the.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Gimli got that question wrong. He said tree. Question 4. We know the postman always delivers, but who always serves justice?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Go on.
Riff Overworld.
Wrong. Right. So you two between you can come fair. It's something I say on my stream.
I have heard you say it.
You
and
both
I-
hit
no, I
you.
can't
Yeah.
remember.
Well, that's.
Yeah.
I can't
What's
even
that?
pull out the
Well,
back for Team Cats.
what serves justice? What serves justice?
I have enough trouble remembering my children's names, let alone what
Batman.
you said each time. Honestly.
A Batman. No.
There's Nuffle in it.
No, it's not Nuffle. You're looking at this chat, you cheating devil.
I ain't got to chat up anymore.
No, it's not Nuffle. It's the sheriff. The sheriff always serves justice. Gimli had that one right.
Who
Well done.
mixed that up?
I did.
Bloody hell.
Bernie
Oh,
does,
bloody
obviously.
Right, the next one, I think Team well, I don't know. Teddy could be quite cruel. But I think this next one should be Team Cass and Berzo. But we'll
Not a
start.
chance.
We'll start. You'd have to buzz in for this one, so you're all right. We'll start. Oh, God. Right.
The buzzer's bust.
Sorry, you got it wrong. That's right. We'll go with Berzo first. Best impersonation of Bernie.
Oh Christ!
That's a
I can't. Actually, no one can see me. It involves having no clothes on. That I can't really do it.
Oh God.
I can't. I got to pass on that.
Useless. Cass.
Best impersonation of Bernie. There we go.
I didn't even say what. I didn't understand any of that. Teddy.
Exactly. No one understands you.
Yeah. Okay then. Teddy.
The postman always delivers, and the sheriff will deliver justice.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Teddy wins that because Teddy's
pretty good.
Teddy's kissing ass. He gets it for kissing
That
ass.
sounded nothing like you.
But it was right though. It was right. I like that.
Right though, it was right, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't you just nosh him off? You at his house or something?
Hey, just
Bernie,
Yeah.
come over here.
I will. Yeah. Let me finish the hoovering.
Barely sort this reach around out.
Oh God.
This has turned into a whole different stream, isn't it, right now?
Th-
It really
this
It's
is
has.
not even dark.
to be this is not what this is what usually happens anyway. Okay, how many Champions Ladder trophies has there been handed out in PS4 C ladder? Oh no, you don't know this, Berzo. Go on, Bez.
4.
4. Wrong. Teddy. 4.
8.
8. No, you're wrong as well. Are you? 8.
14 in it. That was a countdown outside, but that was good.
Cass, I'll let you have a guess because the other two got it completely wrong.
There
Cass,
was
it's
one
nearest
season-
win now, mate. So just go 9. We'll win it.
No. There was one season where it didn't happen. Wasn't
Yeah,
there? And so
yeah.
it's 14.
You are correct. It is 14. I don't know where Teddy got 8 from. I know what Bears.
Yeah.
There you go. You got one back. Good lads.
Oh, I knew I got one letter right.
I was impressed with the car buzzing, by the way. I should have given you a point for that.
Yeah, man, that was just driving past. That was good.
Berzo, if you don't get this one, I'm disgusted with you.
Oh, mate, I'm not gonna get it, am I?
What skills does a skink start with?
Win a chicken dinner.
Oh, come on, I forgot I got a buzz in, haven't I?
I
thought me and you were just on talking terms then.
Teddy?
Stunty and dodge.
You are correct. Bears would have got it wrong anyway, to be fair. God. Right, this time we got to buzz in, Berzo.
Roger.
PS4 coach. To be fair, Berzo might not know this. He'll probably have to guess. PS4 coach Shagrath fucking hates what race? Ooh!
I might as well guess.
Go on, Berzo.
I'm gonna go for Wood Elf.
No, mate, you're wrong.
So I've got nothing to lose. I might as well just say race.
I tell you what, that was a good clink. Teddy, would you like to? You can't shark because he went.
Come on, Cass.
Oh, am I frozen out?
Yeah.
No, you're in. You're in.
Yeah, no, you froze him out. Teddy, quickly, without looking at chat. Oh, you got it wrong. Yeah. It is dwarfs, but you know what? I don't know if I should let you have that because Gimlick.
No, Gimlick's ruining it.
Gimlick put the thingy. Gimlick's.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I tell you what.
The old have a chat up.
I'm gonna.
that one 4 questions ago.
I'm gonna disqualify that question because Gimlick too quick. All right. Okay. The next one is a listen question. So you might. I'm hoping this is gonna work because we've not tried this yet. You know what you said we'll try. So yeah. This is my missus' sort of idea as well. This. So you gotta be nice. Well, hey, I need to get this up, don't I? Hang on, guys. Let me just get this up. This is all. Get this up. Yeah. None of them actually clicked on that. Only you clicked on that. Do you know that? Dirty whore.
This isn't you two doing anything wrong, is it?
Do you know? Only she got that.
You're not going to send us a video and say name the position about, are you?
Name the position. Well, that could be a good one for next time. Hang on. The doggy likes that one. This is getting way out. This is getting way out of control. Oh dear.
Doing a person that does a 69 and it's more like 11.
Right, guys, listen to this, and I want you to translate this into English. Okay?
What?
It's all about Bloodbowl. It's something to do with Bloodbowl. Okay? So please translate this for me. Okay. So, are you all ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
No mereces estar en el mismo tono que yo.
Did you hear that? Go on, Berzo.
Is it PS4 is going to win the cross tournament?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Any of you two want to have a guess?
No mereces estar en el mismo tono que yo.
Go ahead.
Shark, I got this one.
Go on.
The UC has nothing but love for Calcium Kaz.
Ooh, it's close, but no cigar. Teddy, do you want to have a crack at it?
Not really. I have no
Oh,
idea.
Teddy, you're still doing French at school, mate. You should get this.
I don't
No
do
mereces
French, and
estar en
that's
el mismo tono
Italian.
que yo.
It's not
Oh, no,
French.
extend it.
It's not French, and it's not Italian.
Oh, it's Spanish. It's probably UC Cruz is #1 or something.
No
Along
mereces
those
estar en
lines.
el mismo tono que yo.
Anybody, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you the English translation, and one of you is gonna be kicking themselves.
You don't deserve to be on the same pitch as me.
Ah.
I think Cass has said that.
I think he
honestly,
has.
That's basically what I said, wasn't it? You know, the UC doesn't deserve to be on the same pitch as me every time we play.
So I think Cass was the closest. So I'll give Cass the point for that.
Yeah, because it was about him, wasn't it? Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I get that. We're trying to make this game as close as possible. Teddy's just like, yeah, I'm just cruising, lads. I don't really
Hey,
care.
it's only 2-1 in it.
2-1. I don't know what score it is. Okay, next one. You have to buzz in for this one. How many positionals on a Norse team?
We don't win a chicken dinner.
Ooh, go on then, Teddy.
Oh, no way.
He got there first. Yes, can you name them?
6.
Can you name them?
There's the lineman, the thrower, the runner, the berserker, the wolf runner, and then the troll.
Okay.
Do you play this back? 'Cause I buzzed in first there.
No, he didn't. He got him first, and you buzzed halfway through it, and you was
Still here.
yeah.
It's such his buzz is such a long statement. He says it last Tuesday, for God's sake. So of course he's going to be bloody quick.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
To be fair though, he did get it wrong. It wasn't.
Fucking Beethoven's wrote shorter symphonies than his buzzer.
It wasn't a troll. It was a yeti, but he got the 6 right, so I'll let him have it. Right. Okay. Here's another saying in a different language. It's not Spanish.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd put these on because I know you wouldn't beat Teddy any other way. See if you know this one. Just shout out. You'd have to buzz. Just shout out for this one.
Ой, дерьмо и только что наконечником верни.
Anybody.
Pass.
Пойди
Can we have it
мой
again?
только
Because
что
it'll make all the
наконечником
difference.
Берни. Пойди мой
That
только
sounds-
что наконечником Берни.
That sounds Russian. That's got World Sitar written all over it.
Go on, let's have another one. Do it again.
Okay.
Пойди мой только что наконечником Берни.
There is actually like an English word in there. There is actually like an English word if you listen to it. What is a big clue to what it basically is. I'll play it once more, see if you can listen to the. There is actually an English word. I say it's an English word.
Пойди мой только что наконечником Берни.
It's almost English. There is a clue in there. I thought one of you would be fluent Russian. It is Russian.
This is basically embarrass the British, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
This is because of Brexit, isn't it, Bernie? You know, you're politics right now. Aren't you? Look how stupid
Stop bringing politics to Bloodbowl.
Come on, at the moment I would say who said this was Russian? One of you said this was Russian.
Cass.
Yeah, so at the moment Cass has the point. I'll play it once more and then that's it, and then I'll give you the English translation.
Пойди мой только что наконечником Берни.
I'm just seeing if chat know it. No, I don't. Oh, Aswin said it's Polish. It's not. It's actually Russian.
I am Calcium's bitch. That's what World Sitar just said there.
Is that what you're
That's
going
what he
for?
said.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to give the point to Cass because he did at least get the language right. What is Russian? So I'll give you that. I don't know what score it is, but yeah, I'll give you that. And this is what it is in English.
Oh shit, I've just been tipped by Bernie.
No.
I've just been fisted by Bernie. Let me hear that.
Yeah, I'll play again for you.
Oh shit, I've just been tipped by Bernie.
I've just been fisted by Bernie. Bernie, I've told you not to bring your sickness into this stream. Right? Honestly,
Mate, if you ever saw Bernie, if you ever saw Bernie, his hands stopped growing when he was 6. They're tiny anyway.
Oh. Hey,
They make my knob look massive when he's got it in his hands.
Oh dear me. Oh
I'm
dear.
so calling a player that now. Honestly, that's my next player name.
Oh
I've
dear.
been fisted by Bernie.
Oh
I
dear.
reckon, yeah.
Okay, right. Last one then. It's another language one. You guys might win this on languages only. Let's see if you
Yeah, this is a tiebreak. It's 3-all.
Is it? Oh well, this is important one then. See if anyone knows this one.
キャプテン明白なありがとう。キャプテン明白なありがとう。
Go on then, Berzo. You'd have to buzz in, mate. Just.
These dice are shit.
Do you know what? That's not bad, but it's wrong. Does anyone know? Does anyone know the language? Does anyone try and claim the language?
Japanese.
You very. You know you. We know you've seen some Japanese stuff, haven't we? Yeah, you are correct.
Long
It's-
time.
See a long time. That's in that Philippines. Anyway, Japanese.
キャプテン明白なありがとう。
Again, one of you guys should know what this is.
キャプテ
It
ン
sounded
明
like
白なあ
arigato
り
at
が
the
と
end,
う。
so,
Don't know arigato,
Japanese
Mr.
is easy.
Roberto.
Yeah, Japanese is easy because you start off really quiet and then you end up really loud. You go, "Shit."
It's something about lizards in it.
All I've got is squiggles on my
Is
sheet.
it like lizards? Lizards is the master race or something?
No, that's PS4. But
キャプテン明白なありがとう。
cut your
I
kid
think
don't happy
fucked
about.
over by Nuffle.
No. Listen to the first word of the Japanese saying.
Yeah, because that'll help.
キャプテン明白なありがとう。キャプテン明白なありがとう。
Does anyone know what the first word is? It must. It's
Mate, we ain't gonna get this.
Japan.
Japan. It doesn't sound like Japan, right? Okay. Here we go
Play
then.
it once more, play it once more, Bernie.
キャプテン明白なありがとう。
No, still doesn't help at all.
Was it number 3 comes with rice?
There we go. Here is the English version of it.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
What
And
am
the
I
thi-
saying? Oh.
Cass, you need to learn different languages, mate.
Anyone could have got that.
But the thing is, the first part of that Japanese said captain. So, that's what I was trying to say.
I couldn't even hear it.
So there you go.
Benny, I can't understand you, let alone Japanese. For God's sake.
You could have played me that 50 times and then said repeat it for a point, and I wouldn't have been able to.
Was that in English? I think. I don't know how many points we got. So we got. Let's have a look what Teddy got. 1, 2. No, you got that
I
one.
think we've pulled out the bag, Cass. I think it's 3-2.
Because
Well,
you got.
do you
You
know
got.
what I'm doing? What I'm doing here is what I'm going to do in the console cup. I'm carrying the rest of you motherfuckers for the PS4. That's what I'm doing. You know, I'm just saying.
There you go. Bears like fair enough. Don't really care. I mean,
That's right. No fucks given.
yeah. I think you guys got like. I think Teddy won this. On my scores, Teddy's won this.
Ugh.
So,
Well, it would be you're at his house.
well, you know, gives me a good time. So congratulations, Teddy. You are still the champion. And yeah.
Well done, Ted. Get a job, get a missus.
Yeah, get laid for fuck's sake. Honestly.
I've tried.
Sorry, Ted.
There you go. There you go. Good comeback. He's tried, but you score on the pitch. That's all that matters.
Come
There's
for a
a-
night out here, Teddy, mate. I can't
Oh, yeah.
guarantee you that they'll have their own teeth, but you can get one.
You can definitely. Oh,
I want that bad.
you'll definitely get one over here, Ted. Definitely. Right. Okay. So the last part of the show. Let's get back to some sort of normality now, because it's been crazy. We to the stage. What's better, Chaos or Nagel? Just a quick. Which team's better? We'll go with Cass first. Chaos or Nagel?
Nurgle all day. A well-built Nurgle team is a force of destruction, and they are the killiest team in Blood Bowl with their regen, their sacrificial rotters. Yeah, with hands down Nurgle.
Teddy?
Nurgle. It's just
Berzo?
Nurgle, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
I am agreeing with Cass again.
Why are you all agreeing with him? Normality, Benny, don't believe it.
It's Nurgle. They've got regen, and they've got players they can just get rid of and nick players off people if they kill them. And
Yeah, and thieves.
Oh, well, okay. Fair dues. So, there you go. Don't play Case anymore. Play Nagel. That's the way to go. Kick-off table is the other thing what has been coming up a lot. Is it... What do you fear or hate the most, guys? What thing on the kick-off table do you hate the most? I'll go with Teddy first. Which thing do you not like to see? Especially, you know, on the table.
I don't really mind any kick-off event table. It keeps the game exciting. There's none I really dislike, and there's none I really do like. It's just kicks off. It's like, okay, someone blitzed against me. It's not great, but you just got to deal with it.
Okay, Berzo?
I was not fussed.
Berzo, is there anything you don't like to see? Rock?
Mate, yeah, I hate a rock. It does my head in, but it depends who you're playing and what team. But I can't stand perfect defense.
Right, yeah. Always a
When
bit
you've
of a
set
problem.
up and you've set up good, and they get perfect defense, just does my nut.
Cass?
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect defense is horrible, especially if you're playing a guard-heavy dwarf team or something.
Yeah.
But I actually think the kickoff table should be more brutal. I would like to go back to LRB4 days when the kickoff table was proper brutal. You think it's bad now? It was nothing compared to back in the day. They've muted the kickoff table so much. I love the random shit in Blood Bowl. You know, I love the fact that a rogue dice roll can just absolutely ruin your day in this game. And perfect defense, and also giving rerolls to really shit players that burn a lot of rerolls. That winds me up.
Yeah. Or when it's 10-16 and you're winning 1-0 and they get an extra 10.
That is the one I hate, yeah. Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah.
Oh man, that to me, I mean, it's I suppose it depends where you are in the game, isn't it? It's like if you're receiving say 10-1 or 10-9, you're saying please no defense blitz or perfect defense, and they're like when you've done the perfect drive, it's 10-16, you've scored, you're against I don't know whatever you're against, you're like yeah nice one, and the thing you don't want to see is the extra turning. I mean that is so it's a nightmare, isn't it? That's one of the reasons I set the security gate most of the time, because I don't have to worry about it then.
Yeah, it cancels out, doesn't it?
Yeah. What would you rather? What would you rather do? Would you rather upset Nuffle or have Bernie's tip in the playoffs? Teddy.
I'd rather have Bernie's tip because I'd rather have a couple games of bad luck than Nuffle's wrath that would last for ages.
Okay. Berzo?
Yeah, I'd rather piss you off. You're only around the corner for me and I'm harder than you.
Yeah, but yeah. My missus will beat you up, so I'm not scared. My missus will tombstone him.
Yeah, I'll take that, mate,
Yeah, so I'm fine, you know. And Cass? What's worse?
You can shove your tip straight up your ass. That's what you can do. Seriously.
They're great. They're great, my tips.
That's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah. So would you rather piss Nuffle off, or would you rather...
No, I'd rather piss you off, to be honest. Although you have been a big advocate of mine, so, you know, I would do it easy.
I've tuned into some funny arguments between you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gimlick saying it can deal with Nuffle, so he'd rather have Nuffle than Matt Tip. Yep, well, fair enough. So yeah, so there you go. Oh yes, we forgot to ask Mystic Ted who he thinks will win this season's playoffs. That's something people wanted me to ask. Sea Ladder is into round 2. Bernie's Tip crashed out round 1, so that's probably true to form. So if people want to know what Teddy would pick to win the full thing. We've only had one game so far in round 2. That was my lovable chaos taking out the Bretonians, and no, we didn't get split in half. We played solid defense. Even Jimmy would have been proud of it. So who wins it, Ted?
Oh, it's got to be me, don't it? With my halflings, I can definitely do it.
And if you don't win it, who wins it?
If I don't win it, I'll probably have to give it to Arzawayne because he's just gonna classic, always constantly wins the cup multiple times. He's got a very dangerous killer Nurgle team, and it's definitely a team I don't really want to be facing.
You do know that the Shoddenator usually knocks him out, and the chances are that if he does get past this Lizard team, that he's going to be up against the Shoddenator.
Yeah, but Shod's playing what, Khemri?
Yeah, what's wrong with Khemri? Khemri's lovely.
Yeah, except for they don't like Claw. You know, Nurgle have Claw for fun.
Skeletons don't care about Claw, they're AV7. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but they have Mighty Blow.
Bastards. Shouldn't be allowed it.
Exactly. So it's got to be Arzawayne.
I don't know. I like my boy Shod. I'm gonna have a look at Shod's team because you're saying I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's an alright team. He's got the boon. I'm not even gonna say anything else on that. Captain Treatise Jr. I tell you one thing, I am really happy with Cass coming back is his names. I'm just gonna have a quick look at some of his quality names from this season.
What, my names?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Because they're really good, usually. We have some crackers. Let's have a look at Calcium Cass's team while we've got him on here.
My mighty humans.
Yeah, Mighty Humans. What obviously are brilliantly named, by the way. It's probably one of the best names I've ever seen. Bernie's Beautiful Bastards. Fantastic. I like Optimus Ben. I will have to pinch that one stage. I did like
you pinch all my best lines.
I know I do. I know. Wang, my name is Wang. I always smile when I say my name is Wang. That is a lovely one. Russian interference. Yeah, I know. It was like that.
You know what? I couldn't fit in Wicked properly. I had to sort of shorten it somewhat. But yeah, I don't know what I was listening to when I picked that name.
I tuned into it on Cabal Vision, his game, and I think Jungle is Massive being knocked out. Say open, Wicked is massive, or Wicked Jungle is massive, and I was just like, I was howling because I'd not seen that one. I think that was quite a new one, and I was like, that was against Loveglove, if I remember correctly. It was so funny. Bernie Bomber Buffon, yeah, that's a good one. Optimus, I like some of these. But
up in LOS, mate.
that is what he's had for a long time.
Yeah, I've had that for a while.
Russian interference. There's no Captain Obvious yet. I like Captain Obvious. That needs to be on there. I do like that one. But my name is Wang. My name is Wang. It's so funny because it usually messes up for Cass for some bizarre reason. That name always does. It keeps having that name. And I used it once, and he was an amazing player. He was one of my best players. But every time I see Wang on Cass's team, he never does any good. So I'm hoping this season he will, because he's a blitzer. But yeah, it's a great team. And like I said, a lot of people...
I've actually had to save Wang 3 times with an opponent.
Yeah.
For a blitzer with Blodge, you'd think he'd be all right, wouldn't you? But no, 3 apothecaries I've had to use on
Fantastic.
him. Two deaths and a perm he's been saved by. So
good
he's
man.
not doing great.
Fantastic goal. But yeah, like I say, it's good to see you playing humans. A lot of people, know the reputation that you play humans very well, and everyone's been waiting for you to play them. Just a quick one. Are you doing it on Monday? Are you streaming on the Xbox? Is that correct?
Yes, I'm going to start my run on the Xbox on Monday. I'm going to be playing during the day, so I'll probably bump into some numpties like Big D Bollocks and a few other people that really can't play the game for shit. That's what I'm hoping. So I can get a nice start. But there's only about 2 coaches on the Xbox that can actually play worth a shit. So I'm not particularly worried about that. I don't know what time Drick plays. S Hunter, he can play all right, but the rest of them ain't worth the bloody cheese on my dick. So do you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to getting started. And
something I have always thought about you, Cass, mate. You need to stop holding back and just say what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people can't deal with my level of honesty. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. It's ironically because obviously Big D Burrows he retired and then came back. So maybe he's come back because obviously you're back. Maybe there's a bit of bromance going on there. Who knows?
Yeah, he's come back because he wants to give me 3 wins. That's why he's come back. Honestly, he is the Blood Bowl equivalent of a dribbling toddler. Honestly,
mate, Duran summed it all up in the chat. It's all you need to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Xbox. Do you know what? I really need to do a concerted push on the Xbox because it's like free money, isn't it? It's just free money.
It is, yeah.
I made the semis in the Xbox. I've already won €100 off of those fucking Muppets, and really, this season I'm gonna win it. I've got a feeling.
Everyone knows the ranking table, don't they? It's PS4, PC, AI, Xbox.
Yeah, absolutely.
AI. They're like, God damn it! It's gonna be interesting because obviously you're gonna be streaming, so people know you're gonna be playing. It'll be interesting because a lot of them said, "Oh, they want to play Cass." So it'll be interesting to see if a lot of them actually, say what, do what they say, basically. Drick sometimes can play around that time, and obviously Drick can play. What are you gonna be going on the Xbox? Have you decided what race you're going for, or?
Do you know what? Initially, I was going to run humans on the Xbox as well. I think I do play humans well. Without blowing my own trumpet, my defense with humans is really good. My positional play, I like the speed of humans.
Yeah.
I like the versatility of them. We all know that humans don't do anything amazingly well, but they don't do anything amazingly bad either.
That's true.
They have, they have a plan A, B, C, and D. That none of them are amazing, but none of them are bad, and it sort of suits the way I play. And as I say, I'm playing them like Teddy. I'm playing them ultra aggressively, and it's 8-0-2. I think most people would be pretty happy with that kind of record.
Yeah.
And so I run humans. What I would like to do over the next week, I'm really going to smash games on the PS4 and Xbox.
Yeah.
Then hopefully get teams into a position where a playoff position is locked. Then I'm going to run Dwarfs or Chaos and just fuck everyone up.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Berzo because obviously Berzo, I think it was Arzo I was actually talking to. And he was saying, well, why doesn't Berzo play in the sea ladder? And I said, well, it's because he doesn't have the time. But as Cass will tell you, on the Xbox, you don't need as many wins, do you, Cass? You can, you can get in there with, say, 20 games or so. So, you
can go 0-0-20 and qualify on the Xbox, for God's sake. It's ridiculous. Honestly, you get about 2 wins and boom, you're in the playoffs. It's madness. I do not understand. Jimmy very famously a few seasons ago tried to port over to the PS4 and lasted about 6 games, didn't he? Got his ass kicked and then skulked off back to the PC, which surprised me because, the Xbox, do you know what? A dozen games, if you develop a decent record over a dozen games, you're in the playoffs with any race. Not just not just sort of halflings or ogres, or Bretonians. Your desperation race just because you want to be a part of the playoffs. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Not everybody wants an Xbox. So I'm pretty lucky. I've got a bunch of teenage sons, that like their tech. So I got access to a PS4, access to a PC, access to an Xbox. So, but yeah, out of the free platforms, and I'm not just saying this to rag on the Xbox, but out of the free platforms, qualifying on the Xbox is by far the easiest.
Yeah, I think even the Xbox coaches would agree with that because obviously they just don't have, they've got some good players, but you don't. I mean, I've seen, I think it was a Vampire team with something like no wins, 3 losses, 3 draws get through. Is impressive to get qualified with that. But I think if Berzo wanted to try and win one of these things, I think him and Lizards would have a very good chance in that. But hey,
he'd kill it. He'd kill it on there, wouldn't he? Absolutely kill it.
Yeah,
I don't have an Xbox, but it's probably worth buying one because it pay for itself, wouldn't
it? Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Anyway, that is on that note. We're done. We did actually quite well. Only an hour and 16 minutes of trash, really. We've done all right. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Good luck to Duran and Arzo in the World Cup for the PS4 guys. Obviously, on the next show, I will reveal the 7 coaches who are Team PS4 and who will win the competition because Casa said so, and to me, that's good enough. And obviously, we'll obviously have a look at the PC teams and the Xbox as well because they'll have. Well, the Xbox have already got their team of 7. We're just waiting on the PC. Good luck to everybody still in the playoffs. Good luck to everybody in the sea ladder. Great to have Cass back. Well done to Teddy for finishing top and playing amazingly good as he always does. Berzo, go on the dole, start playing Bloodbowl. I'm sure you'll win yourself a championship as well. And that's it. So thanks for everybody in the chat. And thanks for everybody, Cass, Berzo, Teddy. Been a pleasure as always.
Can I just quickly say to Darren, to Arzo and Darren, best of luck in the World Cup. I really want to see Darren win the whole thing. I can't wait to call that guy champ because he's without a doubt one of the nicest coaches on the PS4, and I fucking love him. So good luck, mate.
There you go. So good luck. He's now give you the luck. You'll crash out next round. Cass cursed. Right, we're going. Take care, guys, and see you on the next show. Bye bye.